I am so ready for spring. It's not even funny, guys. I'm so ready for spring. I'm just not a winter person. I'm just not. I don't like the cold. I don't like the snow. It's okay if I don't have to go out in it, but I have to go out in it, and I don't want to do that. I don't know. I just don't. I'm ready for spring. Hey guys, it's Sarah. Today we are going to wrap up my winter TBR, and we're going to do my spring TBR. I am so ready to do this. I'm ready to just kind of start fresh and move on, and yeah. So let's talk about winter. Let's talk about the 5 books that were on my TBR. I haven't read a single one of these, guys. Now, since I've started doing my seasonal TBRs, which I'm really enjoying and I will continue, I don't always read all of them. I don't think once yet I have read every single one, but I will read some. I haven't read any of these. Like, I didn't even think about picking any of these up, and they were sitting on my cart downstairs looking at me. So it's not like they were hidden away and I just didn't think about them again. No, I looked at them and I just didn't pick them up. Now, part of it is winter was a rough reading season for me. I was definitely going through some things as far as having time for reading and balancing my time. I was really struggling with that over the winter. So there is that. And I was just kind of prioritizing other things. So that happens, but doesn't matter. I didn't read any of them, and that's okay. I still want to read all of them, so they're all going back on my shelves, but I didn't read any of them. Whoopsies. So we're just going to move on, pretend that never happened, and we are going to move on to spring. So I have my TBR jar. I don't have anything in mind for spring off the top of my head that I'm like, that's a spring book. I'm going to read that in spring. Here's what I want to read in the spring. Nothing like that. So we're just going to pick five TBR jar prompts and see where this takes us. I definitely have some books kind of in mind that I would love to read soonish, but not like for spring reasons. So we'll see if any of these prompt anything I've been kind of thinking about lately, but if not, it doesn't matter. So we're going to pick 5 because that's kind of my sweet spot for a seasonal TBR. Okay, so let's do this one. So this one is a top author. So that is one of my favorite authors. Now, I do have some authors that I'm trying to read. I would like to read some authors down to 0, which means an author I love. I want to read their entire backlist. So I do have some authors in mind for that. So I could definitely go that way. I could also go with an author who I've read that I've really loved, and I want to read more. So I could go that way too. So I think I know where I'm going to go with this. I think I'm going to pick an author that I have read one book by them and I absolutely loved it and I want to keep going. And I do have a buddy read planned for this next book. You guys are going to laugh. You're going to laugh at me. Hang on. All right. It's happening, guys. So this is on my priorities list to read this year. This is an author every time I hold this book up, I'm embarrassed I haven't read it yet. So we are going to get this read. I do have plans to read this in the spring, specifically with Kelsey. We've already talked about it. We've made a plan. Well, we made a spring plan. So Kelsey, we're going to have to make more of a plan now. But we decided to buddy read this together because she read Malice and absolutely loved it. And she's ready to move on to Valor. So we are going to read this together. Guys, it's happening because I want to start holding up the next book, instead of this one. So, but I'm very excited. I love John Gwynne. This is epic high fantasy. I'm so ready to get back into this world. And yeah, so excited. All right. So next prompt. Go with this one. And this one is, first on Instagram scroll. Okay, so I'm going to pull up Instagram. This will be interesting because I've been following a lot of people who post TikTok videos. So we'll see what kind of books even show up. So I'm going to record my screen. All right, so we are going to get into Instagram, and you're going to see a whole bunch of random stuff here, but I'm going to scroll until I see the first book that is on my TBR and I haven't read yet. I would like it to be physical. I would rather it be physical because my Kindle, I'm really just doing NetGalley books. So I'm just going to kind of, okay. So, but see, I'm going to get a whole bunch of, oh, there's Audrey's Booktrovert Bingo. If you're not doing that, please do. It's so much fun. I'm definitely participating in that. Okay, so I need books. There's Stump Me Mike. If you're not following Abby Jimenez, okay, I'll stop talking about people I follow. But hers is fantastic. Okay, I need a book. I do not have that book, Audrey, sorry. Nope, not seeing anything yet. Okay, don't have new Abby Jimenez yet. Okay. That one is probably, that looks like it. Okay, I was going to say, yeah, I don't have that one either. What's one book you couldn't put down? Do I have it? What is it? No, I don't have that book. Okay. Nope. This is taking a long time. Why is this taking so long? Oh man, I don't have any of those. Nope. Okay. Okay, what's this one? Nope. Homegoing. I have that one. That one I have. Okay. So, all right. I can read that. That one's nice and short. I'm definitely interested in it. Obviously I have it and I've never considered unhauling it. So, and I think that one was actually recommended in our first reading retreat. I'm pretty sure that was a recommendation from somebody. So that one I have. Okay. We're going to go with that. Okay. So Homegoing, this is by Ya Geisy. I looked up how to say her last name and I guess you're supposed to announce it. The first sound is Geisy. So, yeah. This one is following two half-sisters, and they're born in different villages in Ghana. And then they take different paths, I think, and then you just kind of follow that and see how that goes. But I've heard very, very, very good things about this one. So not super long, but I would definitely like to read this one. I'm going to see about an audiobook. I just want to see who the narrator is to see if maybe I might listen to this one. We'll see. It depends on who narrates it, but yeah. Okay, so that's two. Those Instagram scrolls, that is such a fun prompt, but sometimes it can take so long to find something. I'm going to have to edit so much of that out because I'm just scrolling and there's nothing. So, yeah. I like the prompt though. Okay, so let's go with this one next. What is this? Highest rated. Oh, yikes. Okay. Let's screen record again. Now, here's the thing. It's got to be something not in the middle of a series, and I have a feeling my highest is probably something in the middle of a series, so I'm going to have to go with something that's either first in a series or just like a standalone. So I'll just do my highest rated. That way, I'm going to have to screen record again. Okay, so now we're going to get on to Goodreads. I'm going to go to my owned TBR because those are all my physical books. And so we'll do my books. And then we will do owned TBR. And then I will sort it by highest rated, by average rating, and make sure the highest is up on top. So let's do average rating. I don't know if it's going to be the top. Lowest or highest? Highest. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay, so here's the thing. So there's Rise and Fall, the story of 9/11. That's a big, thick nonfiction. Or I have Fighting Words by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley, which is a middle grade. They have the same rating. Fighting Words has more ratings. I don't think I want the big chunky right now, but since they're the same rating, I feel like I could just pick either one of those. I'm actually kind of surprised. I really thought Brandon Sanderson or, I thought Way of Kings would have been number one, but all right. So I think I'll do Fighting Words because it's shorter and I'm already reading some pretty big books coming up here. So I'm going to grab that one, but that's a 4.67 with almost 10,000 ratings. That's really high. Okay. So Fighting Words by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. So middle grade, that is very hard hitting, hits on some really hard topics from what I'm understanding. Krista 100% convinced me to buy this and I did. So, yeah. All right. So middle grade on here. That's kind of cool. Okay. 2 more. All right. I kind of like the variety that's happening here. All right. Let's do this one. This one is, a book set in the current season. So spring. What's a book set in spring? I'm gonna have to research this because I think that might be a little hard. Let's see, books set in spring. Let's look at this one. This one might be a little more, I keep seeing books that are perfect for spring, but that doesn't mean they're set in spring. I just found an article that says books set in the springtime. Let's see if I have any of them though. No, I don't. I've never even heard of any of those books. All right, so let's see. Check out these 5 books set in the spring. Let's see if this has anything. So I'm finding some books that are set in spring, but I have never heard of them, and I'm not going to go buy something. So, do I have any books that have spring in the title? Let me check my spreadsheet. Okay, so spring was hard. I think summer and winter are pretty easy to pick a book that's set in that season because it's obvious. Sometimes even by looking at the cover, it's obvious what season it's set in. Spring and fall are harder. So I went ahead and picked a book that has the word spring in the title. Rebel Spring. This is by Morgan Rhodes. This is book number 2 in her Fallen Kingdom series. I read the first one really quickly when we lived in Rhode Island. I remember reading it. I think I vlogged it actually, and I loved it. I loved it. So we'll see how I feel when I get back to it. But I definitely, I have kept the whole series, so I definitely want to keep going, and it does have the word spring in the title. So we're just going to go with that because this was kind of the easiest way for me to just pick something. So yeah. So we're going to see how I feel about book number 2. Look at me reading a sequel. 2 sequels on here, actually. Okay, so that's 4 books. So we're on the last one. I could just do this all day. This is so much fun, but I can't pick too many because I won't get to them all. I might not even get to all of these. We'll have to see how it goes. But let's see. Last prompt. Okay, let's do this one. This one is a book with an animal on the cover. Okay. Have I thought of reading any books with animals on the cover? That's what I'm trying to think of right now because I have some books in mind that I would kind of like to get to sometime soonish, maybe. Do any of them have animals on the cover? Okay, I got one. I went through a couple different shelves just kind of thinking about, where do I want to concentrate, blah, blah, blah. And then I looked at my priority reads this year and said, there might be a couple on there that have animals on the cover, and there were 2. One of them I have planned for a buddy read already, so I'm going to just kind of let that be it. But this one is also on my priorities list. So this is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. So there is a shadow of a buck here. If you can see, it's huge. It's like a shadow. So I'm counting that. That's an animal. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read more TJ Klune. I'm very, very excited for this one. And yeah, so definitely putting this on the TBR for spring. I think this could be a good spring read as well. So it's just, the cover makes me so happy. It's so pretty. And this is following a man who I believe dies, but he's caught in the middle between life and death where he needs to make some decisions. And he meets up with the owner of a tea shop, which is, this tea shop is where people go when they die. And it kind of just goes from there. So I don't know a whole lot. Don't want to know a whole lot. I know that I love TJ Klune a whole lot. So I'm very excited to read more from him. So yes. All right. Spring TBR. Let's hope this goes better than winter. Let's hope I read most, if not all of these in the next 3 months. So I will be back to wrap these up towards the end of June, and then we will do summer for July, August, September. So I'm kind of going by quarters here, but let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have any ideas for prompts, let me know. So like I said, this is full of prompts. These are not all the prompts I have. I have some on backup as well. And when I pick them, I put them aside and just kind of wait till this gets a little bit low, and then I add some back in. But I don't mind having some new prompts. So I've had people ask where I get my ideas for these. A lot of them are from watching other booktubers do TBR jars and prompts and stuff. There's quite a few booktubers who do that kind of thing. So I kind of get a lot of my ideas from them. Sometimes I just think about things as well, and I'll add them in here. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. And some of you guys have given me ideas for these too. So any cool prompt ideas, let me know so I can add some in. So I'm just not pulling the same stuff all the time. I want it to be kind of different every time as much as I can. And yeah, just let me know if you guys have any ideas or anything. I would love to hear them. And I will see you guys again soon. Wish me luck. Bye.